That time of the year, man. You know what time it is?
What time is that?
Come on, man. It's live time, man. First one of the year. I got the fireworks going. Hold on, I'm over here. I'm opposite.
You got you
We got
got
the
the
fireworks.
new year, new me going, man.
You know, I'm not a big fan of the New Year, New Me, but I support the New Year, New Me because I know, people need the New Year, New Me. What about yourself?
Nah, same
No,
me.
you don't have the New Year, New Me. Same you, better you, just kind of
Yeah.
sharpening every day as we go. But look, I mean, it looks like we're driving through the woods, man. What are we taking a look at? What are we showing these people today?
Well, we just passed Advent Health. Used to be known as Heart of Florida Hospital in Haines City. It's a little back roads, but it leads to a very sexy community that we're going to today. Cascades by DR. They also have Lennar, but we're going to show DR today.
Okay, very nice. This community here is kind of a. So we're going to show you a community. I want everybody to relax. We're going to show you a community. We're going to show you where it's located. We're actually going to take you through a model of a home. So sip on your wine. I don't even know if you took today off. Relax, okay? We got you covered. I didn't even introduce our East Polk. You're kind of merging into now like our Lake County specialist, but I couldn't do this by myself, so I have Rockstar agents on my team, like Mr. Willis here. We're gonna give you a Yeah. And the reason why we do this show is to give you all a real visual, right? We talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. I think it's very easy for somebody to make a video on a community and just show you all of the highlights of the community. We want you to see what it looks like pulling into the community. I think that's extremely important, along with the other things. But like you mentioned, I think that this community, a big benefit to it is you're maybe 2 minutes away from Advent Health. So if you're somebody that needs healthcare, and this is a newer hospital, right?
Yeah, it's a pretty nice one too. It's actually where I had my son.
Really?
Yep. So
Congrats,
it's a
man.
special place to me.
Yeah, I don't want to get in the weeds here, but yeah, no, my newborn wasn't born in Davenport. So, but yeah, no, that's cool. So hey, if you want to live near the hospital that Mr. Willis's son was born at, this could be the community for you here.
And there's also
Hey,
there's
go
also a
ahead.
Publix and everything else literally right to the right of where I turned in. So you're
Yeah,
two
yeah.
minutes from the hospital, you're 3 minutes from Publix.
One thing that people always ask, like, we get two types of buyers that are coming into Davenport because we've sold a lot in Davenport. And you get people that are like, "Hey, I want to be near Orlando, Disney. I don't, but I just can't afford the prices in Orlando." And then you also have the people that are like, "I want to live in Davenport, but I want to stay the heck away from people. I don't want to be around people." So it's less about them being closer to Orlando and more about, "Hey, like, can you find me areas that kind of look like this, where there's not a lot going on?" So something to note when you're living in Davenport, you kind of have the both of those worlds. I can't say the best of both worlds, but you definitely have both of those worlds.
Yeah, you definitely I mean you're still in the heart of Davenport. I mean you're maybe 7, 8 minutes from Posner Park and I-4, but you're also away from everything back here.
Right. Corey Hamilton jumped in here. This is another one of our guys on the team. He said, Willis is the man to go to in East Polk. We appreciate you, Corey. We do. That's our Tampa specialist here. All right, so you were saying before we kind of get into it, the amenity center is not available yet, right?
Now it's not available yet, but I was shown pictures of it when I was out here, and I mean it's going to be legit. I
Yeah,
mean this thing's got a resort style pool, like massive pool with a
yeah,
beach entrance. It's got cabanas. They're going to have a gym at the amenity center. I mean
that's huge.
playground, fire pits, all kinds of hammocks. I mean it's dude, that thing's awesome.
Now, with that comes HOA CDD, right? Like typically you get the nicer amenities, you're going to have to pay a little bit in your HOA and CDD.
Yeah, your HOA really isn't that bad. It's like $45 a month, and that includes your internet. The
Cool.
CDD is a little bit more. It's 191, but that's going to come when you have an amenity center like this place has.
Yeah, this is not your standard amenity center. You're talking about cabanas and gyms. Talk about the convenience that you get there. That's huge, especially where you're located. Because if you want to go to a big gym if you're located in this part of Davenport, you don't really have one near you. You either have to run north to Claremont or you have to go down to Winter Haven, right? Which is at least what 20 minutes, maybe a little more. So
Yeah, at least 20 or 30.
very nice.
And they've
So
also, at this amenity center, they've also got an outdoor kitchen. So, I mean, while you're at the clubhouse swimming in the pool, I mean, you could throw some meat on the grill, cook whatever you want. I mean, it, the place is legit.
man, could you imagine like a beautiful day? The like how do you hold off the outdoor kitchen from others? How do you go out? You just got to go out there early in the morning, just put your stuff on the grill. Don't even turn it on yet. Like, yeah, I'm going to use this at 12. Nobody touch it. But no, I mean, that'd be awesome to have, right? I mean, this community is catered towards people that are looking for affordable options, right? And I think to have that outdoor kitchen and with all of the amenities, that's just a perk, right? That it's typically very expensive to have when you're owning in your home, but to have something like this in the community is a major win for sure.
Yeah, and this is an affordable community. They have 40-foot lots and 50-foot lots, ranging from about 320 to 395 ish.
Whoa, hold on. You said what to what now? Hold on. Whoa, I'm getting bad. Hey, listen, 2024, 2024. Okay, go ahead. What'd you say?
No, they range from anywhere from 320K to about 395K, which for Davenport, I mean, that's super, super affordable.
Yeah, very, very affordable. Corey asked which type of packages are they offering here. Is this the express package, or do you know if is this their regular DR package that they have?
Now they do have the express package out here, but they also have the smart home package that are offering with their incentives, which, as you know, I mean, you can sit on the couch and open and close your garage, work your Ring doorbell. I
Man,
mean,
listen,
it's
any opportunity I get to do things on the couch, I'm doing it. So you're saying you could just pretty much manipulate your entire house from your butt, pretty much.
yeah. I mean, you could be sitting there watching TV and just, I mean, work all the lights and garages and all the stuff in your house.
Let's stay on the welcome home package. I think that's what you said it was, right?
Yeah,
So you get your appliances with, right? Do you get all of your appliances or
yeah. All your appliances come with in this community. So you'll get your
very nice.
washer, your dryer, fridge, dishwasher, microwave, all that cool stuff, which, as you know, saves you a lot of money moving into a home.
If you watch the show, you know we are big fans of getting your appliances. That's an extra like without your appliances, promise you this, like most builders will most standard you'll get your dishwasher and your microwave, but if you don't have your refrigerator, if you don't have your oh, they'll give you a stove too. Your washer and dryer, I mean that's an extra 3 grand at least right there, which costs you quite a bit of money. Now this isn't DR Horton. The reason why I can tell is they don't have the block on block, but as he stated in the very beginning, Lennar is also in this community as well. But one thing to note about DR Horton, if you're somebody that is, you want block on block, actually, we have somebody that we're working with right now that's like, I want block on block if it's 2-story. DR is one of the only builders right now in Central Florida that is doing that. So, and, to be transparent, we have sold a lot of both builders. We've sold a lot of Lennar. Actually, we have contracts right now with Lennar and DR Horton with buyers. So we can kind of give you, what we think about the builders. I'm going to say this. They're pretty hand in hand. They're pretty hand in hand, I would say. Both entry level builders, they both build very quickly. It really depends on like the look that you want. Both of them are going to offer just about the same warranty package. So nothing too major as far as difference though.
And this community is going to have around 900 or so homes built, so it's going to be a bigger community out here.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not that small, quaint community, but look at that. I can see some driving off into the distance. So you're extremely close to. Before we get into the tour of the home, I just want to show you where we're at here. So here is your Highway 27, right? And then here's your Interstate I-4. These are kind of those two main arteries. I would say I-4, if I were to take a big zoom back, will take you from one side of the coast all the way to Tampa to the other side, right? and Highway 27 will just kind of take you north and south. If we run north, we'll run into Claremont. If we run south, we'll run into Haines City, Lake Wales, right? You kind of get further away from the action. So this is where you're located at right here. This is where the hospital is. And then you got Posner Park right here, which we've brought up a lot of times on the channel. This is kind of the main hub for all of your shopping over here. You're not far from it at all. Like, the last thing you want to do is drive through this. You don't want to drive through this right here. Wait, hold on. Yeah, you don't want to drive through this right here. It's a nightmare. So you already have easy access to all of the shopping there, and so it really helps you out really quickly. Let me just type this in for all my Disney people. And this is the worst time of the day right now. Like, traffic is
I was just
outrageous.
about to say, this is the terrible time of the day.
Yeah, so we can easily cut that in half on. I mean, I hate to say, I don't know. People aren't going to go to Disney at 4 in the morning. Like, I get it, right? But this is like the absolute worst time of the day right here. But you're still not far from Disney at all. So we'll show some numbers here at the end too as well. So we got a drone. We got some drone shots here to kind of give you an aerial view of the community. Got some wet preserves here. This kind of sums up Davenport for me. I'm going to rewind this back and just kind of show everybody. Davenport is an old city. So you do have some older homes on larger tracks. It's the first day back, man. I'm over here. I got to get like my jaw muscles used to talking again. You do get these older homes on larger tracks. Sometimes they're mobile homes. Sometimes they're just homes that were built in the 20s. Davenport is an old city. So you see these newer homes, which is not Cascade. This is a total different community. You'll see a big pocket of new homes, and then you'll see some older homes sometimes. So it just kind of take the good with the bad. Hence the reason the affordability is there. Have you crashed it yet?
Not yet. Came close a couple times.
Listen,
I'm not getting so good with it. I'm thinking about going to get my pilot license.
Oh yeah. Listen, I'm not rooting for you to crash it, although I ask you every episode here. I'm not rooting for you to crash it. Very nice. So you get to see it, right? Highway 27, Highway 27 here, over here. Here's your hospital right here. So I don't know. Besides affordability and Disney and Posner Park, what else is there to do in Davenport that you know of? The way I describe Davenport to people, because they always ask, like, what is there to... I'm like, Davenport's kind of a place to live that's affordable, that's somewhat near things, but in Davenport, there's nothing that's going to really wow you out here.
Yeah, there's nothing in Davenport that's really going to wow you. I mean, there's a couple cool little, like, restaurants that have, like, live music and stuff going on the weekends.
Yeah.
But it's just the location. I mean, you're centrally located. You're, an hour or so from the beach.
Yeah.
You're within an hour from probably both airports, Tampa and Orlando. I mean, it's the centralized location that everybody really wants with Davenport.
And there's a lot of new construction out here, and that's kind of what people were wanting. And I'm actually going to be starting a new episode on here showing you all some resale options, but new. Why is new such a hot commodity right now? Well, we're getting they're offering on some homes out here, 4.99% interest rates, right? Which you just and they're paying for it too.
Rates, and there's actually some that are even going lower than that these days, for the time being.
And they're paying for it as well, right? So it's not like we're having to negotiate that for you, which we are negotiating things, but the builder's like, I will give you the money for the 4.99% interest rate. And by the way, here goes the money for your closing costs, and here's a brand new home. It's kind of like, that's why new construction has been really hot right now. But I will tell you, there are some deals on some resale homes right now. And because prices are just really cutting on those, you're having to compete with these new construction homes. So, all right, so we're going to look at one of their smaller floor plans. Yeah, one of their most affordable floor plans.
Yeah, it's probably the second most affordable. You got a 3.2. This is actually the Jemison model. About 1,600 square feet or so. About a 320-ish price point.
Okay. Let's see it. Hold on. Let's see. My wife, she's an Amazon queen, so okay, this is good enough. We can fit about 20 boxes here, so we'll be fine.
You got plenty of room for packages there.
Yeah, important, man. You should have seen my account during Christmas time. It was like Amazon was like freaking notifications on YouTube, man. It was just like going. All right. Let's see. I actually had a client that was really, really interested in this floor plan in this community, and they were Disney people. They wanted to be near Disney, so this is one of the most affordable floor plans communities that's near Disney. Something to consider. So your
Got
washer
your
dryer
laundry room
room is
right when you first walk in.
right when you first walk in. Yep. Got the window, and they're 18 by 18-inch tile. It's not going to wow you. Everything is kind of fairly standard with that just original look to it. You're not going to do anything like spectacular in these homes.
Yeah, you'll
I
have
will
tile throughout except for the bedrooms in this model.
I will say it's a different floor plan. It is a different floor plan. You're so used to when you walk in these homes, you have your split bedrooms like on the left or the right with that shared bathroom. You'll see when you come into here, it's different in a good way too.
Yeah, it once you get to the living room kitchen area, I mean, it really opens up.
Yeah, yeah. There it is. Somebody's a paddler, a sailor. Kind of your own wing of the home here. So this is where you can put the mom or the visiting mom or the older child. I have an older child. This is the there goes the damn city bags. This is the model, by the way. So we can't go into the garage because there'll be some DR reps in there crunching numbers, probably talking to some of you all, but we'll talk a little more about that, about the do's and the don'ts. Buying new construction. We're gonna give you some spooky stories. So this is a kind of a linen closet, I would say. I don't know. It's not a coat closet. It's kind of a linen closet. And here's your HVAC system. Love the fact that you don't have to go into your attic. Super important. And your half bath. So this is kind of your own. We spotted a golfer. So this is So I
I
mean,
tried to get out of the way, man.
I mean, it won't look like this. They have to make it this way to be wheelchair accessible because at the end of the day, this is not a home you can buy yet. This is the model. So keep that in mind, people. We're gonna give you guys some spooky stories, man. I'm gonna scare you guys with some real stories today.
Yeah, now I mean, it really opens up when you turn that corner.
Yeah. DR, and I'm here to give you the good, the bad, the ugly, everything, right? DR is notorious for this. I call this cookies and cream granite. They're notorious for this. They put this in all of their homes, right? So if you're okay with it, which is good. I like granite anyway, right? Like it's something to have. And I always say to my people that are buying these homes, buy it because it's affordable, beat it up, and then you can change it years like down the road somewhere. Save yourself the money. So you got your white shaker style cabinets, stainless steel appliances, little coffee nook. You drink coffee? I never even asked you that. I know you're a Celsius guy.
No, not much of a coffee guy.
Yeah, me either.
It's really got to be doctored up for me to drink it.
Me too, man. And that's the thing. I never feel good going into a coffee shop and I'm like, can I get a caramel mocha sprinkle? I can't even. And then some girl comes in and she's like, let me get a black coffee. I'm like, geez, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
they're a different breed drinking that black coffee. I don't know how they do
hmm
it.
it just makes me look like I'm not tough, which I'm not, people. I'm a soft guy at heart. Okay, so it's remember we're dealing with smaller square footage here, but very functional in my opinion. I think this works out really, really well. Got your little dining area over here. So there's no real designated dining area, but we're working with it. All right, so here is the
You got your
primary.
master in the back.
Yeah. Single window. Actually, two windows together, so it's a big window. Yeah.
And it's not a massive room, but I mean that's a pretty big bed. Just gonna
Yeah,
say from experience of being in there. So I mean, you do have some room to move around.
100%. So dual sinks, undermount sinks. Love that they've done that. That is a little perk to this. Once again, that cookies and cream granite. I'm not opposed to it. Uh-oh, somebody's been taking showers in there already. And then here's your kind of that fiberglass insert. So it's not tiled. You can add your shower door if you want to. Like when you move in, you can select the shower door and add it in. What's that called?
That's your idea room, man.
Yeah, that's where all the good thoughts. It's a water closet. I'm in the water closet making good ideas. Okay, pretty standard, right? So nothing too crazy to wow you. All right, so let me talk about DR Horton and give you my experience with them helping people. They are labeled America's #1 builder, and I think the other day I actually did a video. I tell you what, this is actually a big covered lanai for the square footage that they have. This is a big covered lanai. He's going to go down into some sort of retention pond for us. So they are America's.
Goes up.
They are America's #1 builder, and I actually put that on a video the other day, stating that they were America's #1 builder, but not saying that I think that they're the best builder in America. Somebody kind of got the misconception there. They typically, on average, sell the most homes in America, right, on the production side of new construction. So they're labeled America's #1 builder. That doesn't mean anything to us. DR Horton is one of the most affordable homes that you can purchase in Central Florida, probably around the country, probably. I don't know. We're going to focus on Central Florida here. Damn, that's a big man. You want to talk about hurricane supplies.
That one there is pretty nice size.
Big old pantry.
Shocked when I opened that door.
Yeah. And there goes somebody
Couldn't
working
get all
here.
of this room because we had one of the DR reps in there hanging out. So
Yeah, we don't want to. Exactly. He's over there trying to get a deal done here. So America's #1 builder because of units. DR Horton is one of the most affordable homes you can buy in Central Florida. I'm just going to let this run out while I talk here. Now, everybody always asks, is the quality of a DR Horton home good or is it bad? I say this, right? The same county inspector that's going to come out and inspect before the drywall goes up is the same county inspector that's going to inspect the mansion that's up the road, right? So you'll have a mansion up the road and then you have a DR Horton home. Same inspector is going to make sure that it's up to code for you. The difference that you're going to find in a home that DR Horton builds versus any other home are the finishes, okay? And I can tell you this based off of experience. Finishes are going to be based upon who the construction manager is in that community. Now, you're going to get the 18 by 18 inch tile regardless of community, but the things that I've been noticing on the blue tape walkthroughs, which is like right before you close, we get to walk through the home and say, fix this, do this, every community is different based upon the construction manager that's in that community. You have some construction managers that move very quickly, and I think that their level of quality finish their standard is a little lower, right? They're trying to push quicker. They're not finishing the caulking. They're not painting the whole thing. And then you'll have another community that has a different construction manager that might have their quality of finish in their mind. Their standard is a little higher. They'll finish things to the T, right? They'll finish rolling out the paint. They'll make sure everything is perfect. So it's really going to be based upon the community that you're in, if that helps you out at all. So structurally, you're going to be sound. It's really the small, minute finishes that you see, like the caulking, the paint. Every now and then, the baseboards and the trim, like do they miter correctly? Like sometimes they'll be off a little bit. These are the little things that you'll find in new construction homes. But let them know. Well, let's just say we go before they close, or they feel like there's some things off in a home, right? Whether it's the paint, the caulking, or some of like the trim work. Can they get that stuff fixed?
Absolutely. That's what we're here for. Right before they close, like you said, we're going to do the blue tape walkthrough, and we're going to be there with them. So all that little stuff, we're going to go around and we're going to make sure all that stuff gets touched up and fixed before they do their actual closing and
Yeah,
move into the house.
yeah, yeah. And so I guess let's go ahead and tell you a little bit about that, right? Like the construction manager and the builder are kind of two separate parts of the transaction, right? The construction manager, his job is to build the home, build the home. The builder, right? The people that are like the reps and such, they're trying to get the home sold, right? And so recently we've had a construction manager that was trying to not finish all of the small things and push it over into the warranty process, right? So he was like, let's just focus on closing, even though everything's not fully completed. And then after you close, you can call the warranty people and you can have them come and fix it. He didn't say that up front, but I knew what he was trying to do. I've been around the block too many times, right? So what we kept doing is we kept pushing the closing out. We're like, no, we are entitled to our inspection. We got an outside inspector to come in. And so he was trying to push it out. So, having an agent on your team, there's so much more than us walking you to the home and saying, we'll see you at the closing table. We do so much work to make sure that you're represented correctly. Now, if our clients would have gotten that pushed over onto warranty, there's a good chance that that could take up to a month to get corrected, because sometimes the warranty process is not quick. It's solid, but it's not always quick. So be very cautious before you call and you walk into these new construction models, that you have somebody that's going to be able to represent you. And it will typically cost you $0, right? So that home's going to sell at that price regardless. So don't be afraid to reach out. All of the information is always above and in the description down below. How was that? How was my rant?
That was pretty good, man.
You think I saved some people? You
I,
think I helped them?
I mean, you just helped me. You informed me a lot.
There's probably still some people out there like, screw it, I'm still going to go to the builder. And, hey, if you want to do that, totally fine. You got to remember, Nike is going to sell Nike, Lennar is going to sell Lennar, DR is going to sell DR. When you walk in there, their objective is to make sure you don't walk out of there, right? You walk in there with a bodyguard, like, I don't really look like a bodyguard. Willis kind of has, like, he's the big swole bodyguard. They're gonna be like, you know what, hey, you guys go check out some other places, come back, right? And we can leverage some things. But we've sold a lot of new construction here on the team, so we really understand the process and what it takes to not just get the job done, but to make sure that you are taken care of. Man, I feel like I'm like throwing pitches out here today, boy. Woo!
And I mean, that might have been your best one. I mean, it's
So far.
Lennar's going to sell Lennar. I mean, that's all true.
Yeah. Wait till I become a builder. Then I gotta eat. I'm gonna have to eat my words one day. Like, damn, I gotta only. My bad, guys.
I mean, we're not here to sell them Lennar or DR. I mean, we're here to get them what they want and their best deal, no matter who the builder is.
One of my favorite parts of getting that phone call is when somebody is It's kind of sounds backwards a little bit, especially for you guys, because you guys got to work a little harder. Like when they don't know where they want to be, I love that, man. I'm just like, all right, you don't know where you want to be. Perfect. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you're thinking of, right? And then I can kind of paint the picture of like which communities are going to be best for them. And that's the best part of it for me, man. I love that. I absolutely love it. So either way, I shot at 87 the other day. Oh, man, you were there. I golfed with you the day after. It was horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't your best effort.
Sorry. I thought I gave good effort, but, hey, when you're just an amateur golfer, the ball just does what it wants to sometimes, and, we'll get that fixed up. But either way, you got anything else for him, man?
No, that's about it.
Okay.
It's good to be back.
Good to be back, man. 2024, we're going to bring you guys a lot of value with the content that we do have. So if you could do us a favor, leave a comment down below, hit the like button if you could. That really does help us out. And if there's a community or an area that you're considering, if you're not like ready to take that step right now, like a lot of people give us those calls, like you don't have to give us a call. Just let us know which communities you're considering and maybe we can show them to you. We have a lot of video in our files that we can send over to you and we can talk about what's going on. So either way, I appreciate you being here, big dog, and we will catch you guys tomorrow. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Yeah, man.